Hello friends, welcome to another chapter of SlideScope. We are learning data analysis and in this part you will learn about stacked bar chart using Matplotlib in Python. You will learn how to plot stacked bar chart using Matplotlib. In a stacked bar chart you will see that there are two values and they are placed on top of each other like this. So let's say this is some other data. So there will be bars like this, and the height of these bars represent some values from two different columns. Now first, on which particular data set we will perform this analysis. So this is data set of Australia Tour of India 2019, which is a cricket ODI series. So in that cricket ODI series there were 5 matches. So we have collected the data of those 5 matches. First match is match 1, match 2, match 3, match 4 and match 5. Then we have used 3 lists here. In first list, we have given the labels or the labels of all the matches that we have. Now, in the second list, which is called India here, in this list, we have those scores that were made by India in those 5 respective matches. And then we have another list here, which is called Australia, and in this list we have information of those scores which were made by Australia in those 5 matches. So it was a 5 match series, and in every match there was match between India and Australia, and India scored, so let's say, 240 runs, Australia scored 236 runs, India won the match, and similarly we have other data also. Now the width of the bars that we want to plot in the graph, we will take it as 0.35, and before this we have to import the necessary libraries. So first import numpy as np, then we have to import the pyplot library from matplotlib as plt, because using this pyplot library only we will perform the or we will plot the graph here. So now we have the necessary data. We have 2 columns here. In one column we have information about India's scores, and in the second column we have information about Australia's score. And then we will start the graphical analysis part. Now I will explain this line by line. First, what you have to create, you have to create 2 variables here, figure and axis. We have discussed about this in previous chapters also. So it's like creating the frame, and so you have to create fig and ax, these 2 variables, and then you have to use plt.subplots method. So in plt.subplot method we will create this fig and ax variables. Then because we have to plot the bar graph here, so because we have to plot the bar graph, so we will use ax dot bar here. And in bar plot, first we have to give what labels will be used on the x-axis. So the labels that will be used on the x-axis are these labels here: match 1, match 2, match 3. Then the second element or the second argument of this bar method in matplotlib is the that particular column or those particular values which you want to plot. So this second column represents height, so we can put it like this. So we write ax dot bar here. The first column is the labels that you want to see on x-axis, and second thing is height of bars. Then we have width of bars, and then we have the label, the legend that you want for this bars label, which is name, what name you want to show. So now we have ax dot bar labels, then we have India, we have width. Here width is 0.35, so we have taken the width in a variable. If you want, you can put the width directly here also, like 0.35, but it is better doing it this way. The next thing is label. What label do you want for your bars? So this will go in the legend part. Similarly, we have the second bar. There is only one difference between these two bars. In this bar also we have the same labels, because matches will be same, because in this case the data is about two countries playing against each other. So the labels will be same, the data will be different. So here the data is coming from this list, which is called India here, and in this case the data will come from this list, which is called Australia here. Width of these bars will also be the same. It is good to have the same width, although we can put a different width also. Now here's the important and the only part that is important here, that you have to consider while creating stacked bar chart on top of each other. So this is bottom is equal to India. Which particular bar you want to put on bottom? So when bottom will be India, so first in this type of diagram, the bottom part will have the values of India and the upper part will have the values of Australia. Again, this is one example. You can have any type of data sets. You can have data frames also. In those data frames, you can have columns where one column belongs to uh, one particular person, and second column belongs to second person, and you have to analyze the performance of those two people in the same bar. This can be data about anything, so you have to watch for similar type of data, and because you are practicing this type of data, so you can now understand it, and then whenever a graph or whenever a data like this will come, so you can perform some exploratory analysis, you can get some insights from the data by using stacked bar chart. And the final argument here is label, which we are putting as Australia here. Now there is another method, set y label. So set the label for y axis. So this will set the label for y axis, and then we have set underscore title. We have used this in other examples also. So set title is used for setting the title of chart. Now before plotting this, there is one more important thing, this fig comma ax. So for this uh, I have this description here. First I will mark it down and then I will execute it. So this plt.subplots is a function in matplotlib that returns a tuple containing a figure and axis objects. Thus, when we use fig comma ax is equal to plt.subplot, you unpack this tuple into the variables fig and ax. So suppose we have a tuple like this. Suppose we have a tuple 15 comma 4, and we write d comma e, let's say. So if you will do this, now we have created two variables, one is d and second is e. Let's insert a cell just below this. Now if you will print d, so you will see d will have the value 15, and if you will print e, so e will have the value 4. So when you write two variables like this, a comma b, d comma e of pig comma ax, and if the data here, the data which you are assigning to these variables is a tuple, so this will take the first value of the tuple will be assigned to D, and the second value of the tuple will be assigned to E. That's why it's important in plt.subplots to see information like this. Now we have set the this with the help of this AX. Now you can plot the graphs, and you can set X labels, you can set Y label. We have already set the X label with the help of labels here. You can also write ax.legend. If you will use ax.legend, so the label that you have used here will be displayed in the legends. Now simply go ahead and plot this, and you will see a stacked bar chart like this. Here in this stacked bar chart, we have information of 5 matches that were played between these two teams. In blue color, we have information or data about India, and in this orange color, we have information and data of Australia. So for 5 matches, you can see, for example, match 1 was a low scoring match. So we have this type of data, and match 4 was a high scoring match. It was a close match. You can see in the match 4 we have 358 and 359. So Australia won by 1 run here. So in this match you can see the length of combined bar is greater. So this is the meaning here. You can see here the length of the first bar is between 200 and 300, and this is around just below the half mark. That's why the value are 240, and then you will add 236 in that. So you have information 240 and 236. So now you have the complete graph here. So this is the meaning of a stack bar chart, and this is how we can visualize with the length of these data that which particular team performed better. With the length and color, we will be able to analyze by seeing this data that we have long, in which team's case we have the long bars. And this is just a simple example. I have to teach, I wanted to teach a stacked bar chart. That's why I took one real example so that you can understand it, and you can understand it with some example. Thanks for watching this. Have a nice day.